Oh, we live right now. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. That's right. Like he ready for a day party.
Alright, that's it. We ready. Real speed.
Hey.
Let's go.
What you mean?
Let's go.
What you mean?
All right. All right. We gotta get the business. We behind. All right. Real speed. Little demon. Let's chill. 5 o'clock. Get here. DJ mode. My mic all messed up.
I know. I didn't even ask which way you want me to put.
Huh? All right, bet. Let's do this. Welcome. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's your favorite show on Sunday evenings, the Real Spill Podcast. I hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody had a great evening, great weekend, excuse me. Yeah, we here. All right. So let me get the commercial stuff out the way. Make sure y'all check us out live on Facebook every Sunday at 5 p.m. Also live at 7 p.m. That's the Real Spill After Dark Podcast. So at 5 p.m. you got the Real Spill Podcast. You can check us out on Facebook live on Sundays. We're on YouTube at the Real Spill Podcast number 3. And we also on Roku TV. Shout out to the GM, Jermaine Mobley.
Shouts out.
Yeah, we appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, so y'all can check us out on Roku TV. We everywhere. We worldwide. Ain't no excuses. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all check us out, man. I'm having little mic issues. I'm trying to play it off the section at the same time. Okay, anyway, yeah. But yeah, and then make sure y'all check out at 7 p.m. Shout out to Ayo. You know, she's still locked up, y'all. I did go and see her. I put some money on her books. She doing good. She got a couple of new tattoos. She got some homegirls in the middle. They braiding her hair. Everything. So it's all good, man. Hold it down. Hey, yo, we're going to get you out, baby. We're going to get you out.
Wild.
She got a court date coming up in April. So if y'all want to come and support her, man, you know, and you know, hit us up on the podcast, comments or whatever, man. If y'all want to send money, I'm gonna try to start a GoFundMe. But I think she's gonna beat the case though. But yeah, shout out to Ayo and the Real Spill After Dark Podcast. That's every Sunday at 7 p.m. All right, let's get to it. I know y'all wonder who is this voluptuous, beautiful queen sitting next to me. And yes, I did pay her to be here. I don't know if she want me to tell her real name. She probably don't want to be associated with me. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm your girl, Santrell. I'm happy to be here. I'm from the A.
No, that ain't the 4A, y'all. The other A.
ATL, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, shout out to Santrell. She going to be the guest, you know what I'm saying, today. Shout out to the ologist. You know, he had to do handle a little business this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he'll be back hopefully, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get into it, though. All right, so it's episode 75. What you see is what you get. But supposed to be a question mark. What you see is what you get. Okay. So, basically, if anybody didn't read the flyer or wondering what we're talking about women who wear outfits. It's kind of been an ongoing issue. Actually, it was talked about on the Breakfast Club this past week with the beautiful Felicia Rashad. And they brought up the question to her, you know, how she feel about women today, you know, their appearances, how they carry themselves, their attitude, their energy all together. And she was just basically saying that, you know, she's proud of the women. You know, she likes their independence. She likes that they're taking charge, but she does wish overall that they would present themselves differently, meaning their clothing and how they carry themselves in public. So we're going to talk about today, are the outfits that women are wearing too revealing? Should you be able to wear what you want to wear? Or, are the women wearing it for attention? Are they wearing it because they just want to feel sexy? I mean, first of all, let me go ahead and say, I don't mind what any woman chooses to wear. I'm all for it. Some of y'all don't have the bodies for some of the stuff y'all wear, but that's a whole nother episode.
Oh, nah, he didn't, y'all.
No, I'm saying men too. I be seeing dudes with their shirt off and, got the jelly rolls and stuff. That ain't sexy, fellas. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got a hot dog pack, above your waist. That ain't cute. But but I'm just saying, it's cool though. Whatever you feel comfortable in, I say you should be able to wear it. I do believe there's a time and place for certain things. But, at the end of the day, you do have the right to wear what you want to wear. But what I will say is there's consequences for your actions, good and bad. So when you choose to wear certain outfits, and especially when you are out in a certain environment in public, you might get unwanted attention, whether you feel like you deserve it or not. So we're gonna talk about that too, though. We're gonna get into all that. Okay. I'm just trying to set it up. Okay. All right, we got to roll. Shout out to Kathy. I'm coming, girl. I know you're watching. Hold my seats. We coming. We're going to be there after the show. All right. So I got two definitions I want to kind of address. All right. The first definition is perception. You know what perception is?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let me read the definition just for the slow people out there. Because, I'm retarded. So I had to look out for the people that's, like me. Perception, a way of regarding, understanding, or interpreting, I hope I said it right, something, or basically a mental impression. So basically a perception is what we see, and based off what we see, we kind of form a idea or a thought of what that is that we're seeing. So for example, if you see something with 4 tires with an engine and it drives on the freeway, what would you say? That's a car, right? That's our perception that it's a car. But somebody else may say, no, that's not a car. That's a dune buggy. Okay. Get what I'm saying? So the perception is what you see and how you see it, basically, right? The other definition I want to talk about was self-presentation. Yeah, self-presentation. That's the act of intentionally or unintentionally conveying information or an image to oneself or to others. Okay. So self-presentation is the act of intentionally or unintentionally conveying information or an image to oneself or to others. So how you see yourself in the mirror, you may want to dress a certain way. Let's say you're going on an interview, trying to get a job, so you want to look professional. So you would dress a certain way, then you look in that mirror and say, you know what, I do look professional. I look like I want this job. Or you may be like, I'm about to go to the club. I'm trying to catch something. I want to show some skin. So you turn sour. You know how y'all women do. Y'all do the side shots, showing your curves. That's an example of self-presentation, because you're trying to present yourself a certain way, so when you do go out in public, they'll see you the way you see you. Okay. Woo, what a I see. I just look like this. All right. Anyway, so those are my two definitions. I hope y'all understood that. Y'all can rewind it back if y'all didn't get it. But I'm gonna ask Lady Santrell some questions. I appreciate you coming on the show.
I hope I'm ready.
All right, so here we go. Episode 75. What you see is what you get. First question. How do you feel about women wearing revealing outfits?
Okay.
Now, I know your definition of revealing may be different from mine or anybody else, but just give what you feel is a revealing outfit. And how do you feel about women wearing them?
Well, I can be a victim to that in a certain sense.
No.
Yes. Like we said, like you stated, it's a time and a place for everything.
Yes, it is.
So what I mean by that is, prime example, I was out last weekend and saw this young lady at the gas station at the pump. No. And pretty much, is it okay to cuss?
Yeah.
Ass cheeks all over the place. Right. Now, was that the right time and the place? No, it was not. Right. I mean, it was very revealing. I thought it was inappropriate. Now, if she was going to an event,
maybe she was though. Not to cut you off, but you said you saw her at the gas station. You didn't see her in church.
No, she was not at church.
Or the hospital. You saw her at the gas station.
She almost caused car accidents. It was crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to the lady with the cheeks. Right.
I mean, just cheeks, just out, just skirt up to here, pumping the gas. Like I said, it's a time and a place for everything. I like to dress sexy as well.
Right.
But like I say, you know, of course, if I'm going to church, if I'm going on a job interview, of course, I'm going to dress conservative. If I'm going out with my significant other, according to...
You're probably looking at me. I was going to say, you got a studio audience. You were looking over there. I'm like, who over there?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm conversing back with
you. Oh, you going back and forth. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure they see how sexy you are. I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, there's a camera right here and right there, so that way you'll know.
Okay, because you didn't tell me that. Okay.
Well, I thought it was going to be a conversation. You know?
See, okay.
Yeah, just us talking.
Yeah.
You know, just natural, like, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry. I messed up your shine. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Like I was saying, I just feel like women, we do get judged according to what we wear. I don't know if you all familiar with the Cancun jump off, but Cancun jump off is a celebration every year, the end of May in Cancun.
Right.
However,
don't pay me no mind.
You are allowed to be at free will, and everything is
there. We go.
Well, however women dress is accepted, and for the outfit the young lady had on that particular time, if she would have been in Cancun, it would have been accepted. But because she was in a public place pumping the gas, of course it was not accepted. You know.
Okay, so in other words, you feel like there are some type of rules and regulations to outfits that you wear.
Of course.
So in other words, you feel, just your opinion, not saying anybody wrong or right for what they do, but you just feel like a woman shouldn't put on an outfit that may be showing a lot of skin or body parts, in a sense. What I mean by like revealing, you know what I mean? When I say revealing, like, okay, let's say for example, like the girl at the gas station, you could clearly see her ass cheeks out.
You can clearly see
So the shorts were the way they were designed.
I was probably about a half a mile away, and I was able to see it.
Okay, so that would be too much for you.
That would be too much. That was too much.
Okay. Yeah. So in other words, you feel like women should have some type of discretion, some type of, I guess, sense of when to wear an outfit or not.
Exactly.
So there is a limit to basically saying there's a free will to wear whatever you want to wear. You feel there's a limit to
that is a free, to me, it should be free will, regardless of, without being judged. Just like you say, what if she was going to an event? For me, it has been events that I would go to that require a certain dress code. But because I have kids, I'm going to put on a trench coat before I leave the house. So I don't want my kids to see me walk out a certain way. If I decide to go to this a lingerie party that my girlfriend is giving. So, of course, I'm going to dress accordingly out the house until I get in my car, until I get to my location. Being out in public, of course, people will judge you, and guys have a tendency of probably disrespecting you. I have had that experience long time ago, but for the most part, when I have dressed sexy and sexy attire, I've always have been with my significant other. So I haven't had to have that experience when I'm out, with my significant other. But
you never gotten like a negative reaction at all, even with the significant other? You gotta put your beard up. I'm just saying, like, unwanted attention, though. I'm just saying.
But it's still tasteful. It's not like.
No, I ain't talking about your outfit. I'm just saying, though, let's say you were wearing, like I said, a sexy outfit, like you said, but you were going somewhere that you felt was appropriate for that outfit, right?
Okay.
Which is fine. But you never got unwanted attention? Somebody being maybe a little too aggressive, making a comment?
Well, yeah, I have.
Doing too much, as they say?
Yeah, doing a little bit too much. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So, how did that make you feel, though? As a woman, like when you got your outfit on, you thinking that, hey, I should be able to wear this, and then you getting these negative remarks from somebody or these.
Well, it wasn't
not negative remarks, but you know what I'm saying. Unwanted attention.
Right. Number one, I felt like I was with my significant other. It should have been respected.
Right.
But however, God's gonna be slick. When your man or woman walk away, he or she may say some things, and it did make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but that was my role to put that person in line, right. At that time, to say, hey, right now, you being disrespectful. Right. And a lot of times if that has happened, they pretty much will respect, whatever I say at that moment.
Right.
So, but yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this though. As we talking about perception and self-presentation, so you do believe some women will specifically pick an outfit because they are maybe wanting attention, or do you feel they're just doing it because that's the outfit they just want to wear? Like I mean, I'm just saying I want to have a real conversation, because what I'm saying is, I can use me for example. Okay. I will pick a certain shirt, certain shoes, certain pants because I want to be noticed when I go outside. Now, yeah, I'm looking like, okay, this outfit is fly, but I want everybody else to think that it's fly too. So I arrange my outfit colors, and you see what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying like I got to be like the belle of the ball, so to speak.
Right.
But I want women to say, okay, yeah, you look nice, or I like that shirt on you. Just like with cologne that we wear, our haircuts, everything. I feel like, this is my opinion, I don't want to upset anybody. I feel like we do this because we do want attention. Now, But
I plead the fifth because, like I said, a lot of times it has been requested from my significant other to ask me to wear certain things.
That's cool. But I'm saying when you pick an outfit, and you're not doing it for anybody.
But I'm not doing it for the outside people. I'm doing it for myself and for him. I'm not.
No significant others. We talking about just Santeria.
Okay,
when you pick an outfit and you like, girl, this dress right here look cute, I'm gonna kill him. You talking to yourself in the mirror.
Right.
Listen what I just said, girl, I'm gonna kill him. So you don't have moments like that where you put an outfit on and say they gonna be like, I'm gonna be a showstopper in this outfit, or are you just strictly like, I'm just putting this outfit on?
Of course, if you're a woman and you confident in within yourself, and you have a certain outfit that's gonna fit you, even
if it don't fit you, like, let's just say a church dress.
Okay.
You going to church, but
again, your question was, do you purposely put on outfits for attention?
What do you think some women do that for attention?
Well, some women does it, right. But for me, if I put on a certain outfit, that's because what I want to wear. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
Okay. So how percentage-wise, and I do believe you, I don't
think he believe me, y'all.
No, I'm just saying, I just feel like it's human nature.
But yeah, you do have some women that look for that attention.
It's men too, though. Like,
most of the time, it can be single women that's looking for that attention.
I know
you do have some women that are married. I do have, some married friends.
I know them.
And their husband don't give them that attention, and not that they looking for attention in somebody else, but it does make them feel good when they get a compliment, because they're not getting those compliments at home. Okay.
No, I guess
so. I haven't had that problem. So what I'm saying is, I don't have to go out there look for attention for people and wear certain things because I'm like, I want attention today, or I'm gonna buy this because. But of course, when I buy my outfits, I'm gonna be tasteful with it, and I'm gonna buy outfits that suit me,
right?
In my style, my taste. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna let you finish. I just let you know I had a question.
Okay.
No, I agree with you. I hear what you're saying. I guess what I'm trying to say is, though, do you just feel, men or women, like I said, I don't want to beat up on women, but I know we kind of are talking about women on this particular episode, because I feel like a lot of women do catch flack for their outfits, especially nowadays. Because I just feel like we're living in an era where we're super sexually driven.
We are.
You see it on television, you see it on TV shows, you hear it in the music. Yeah. So, people imitate what they see. As they used to say, art imitates life. So, or I would say life imitates art. Because if I hear something in the music, or I see something on, a movie or whatever, I may lean towards that because I'm like, dang, I wonder what that would look like on me. So by me saying that, just give me your honest opinion.
Okay.
Do you feel human nature is natural for us as humans to not want attention, even if it's from your significant other?
Oh yeah, that's natural. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So do you think that plays a small part in when people pick their outfits? That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you ain't trying to like catch anything, but you still want to be noticed, right? You still want somebody to say, yo, that's a dope outfit.
Yeah, of course.
I like your shoes or your hair, right?
Yeah, okay. I agree.
Well, let me ask you this then. So have you, I don't like to use the word judge. Shout out to the ologist because he told me not to say, we all judge, but I don't hold it against you. So I'm going to stop saying that you're on judge. But in the question I put it though, so I'm just going to keep it simple. Have you judged people based on how they are dressed?
Okay, be specific when you say that. Have you judged, like, in what?
Like, you say you was at the grocery store, whether they say you was by yourself with your kids maybe, and a woman comes by in the grocery store, and I mean, she got something extreme revealing. You can see her nipples maybe through the shirt, or, it's so tight, you can see, like you said, the cheeks, all the thigh meat hanging out. You can see that monkey print. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's cut low, so you can see her cleavage, and you looking like, okay, yo, the outfit is cute, and you got the body for it, but why you wearing it in public?
Well, my thought process is, okay, maybe she just came from being out, but is it appropriate? You got kids at the grocery store, and they looking, they tapping their parents. I don't think it's appropriate, but as far as like judging them as an individual, because you just never know what their situation may be, so.
No, I'm listening. Hey, you don't know. You're right. You don't know.
You don't, and I mean, to me, like I say, it's a time and a place for everything. Why the young lady couldn't put on a jacket, to cover some of that up, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there are situations where we do judge in the sense of, okay, why he or she has that on at this type of place.
Right.
So, to answer your question, yes, but I don't judge them as a person, though, as far as their character, who they are, if that's your question.
No, that's a good answer. I like that because I do feel that though I do believe perception is everything, and let me explain it because I don't want to sound, like I said, judgmental, but what I mean by perception is everything, we see you before we know you. Mm-hmm. So if I don't know you personally, however I see you, that's going to be a lasting impression. Now, of course, once I get to know you, if I get that opportunity, then that could change my mind. Okay, so let's say if I did see you in Publix and you had a extremely revealing or sexy outfit on, I'm looking like, yo, why is she dressed like this at 9:30 in the morning? Like, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, did she like she put that on before she dipped out the house, or like she, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all these thoughts running through my mind. And then let's say we run into each other in the same line. She speak to me, I speak to her. We start we start conversing. And then all of a sudden, it's like, okay, she's not what she looks like.
Right, and that was the point I was getting ready to get to. Like you say, what if you was in the line, you all started conversing, and then she mentioned, oh, I'm running late for my birthday, or I'm getting ready to go to the club because I work at the club. Now it explains the reason why she has what she has on. Right. So that's why I say I won't judge that person as an individual.
Right.
Just based off what she has on, because we don't know her reasoning for he or she for wearing whatever they're wearing at that particular time. Now, like I say, in our eyes, it'd probably be inappropriate, but she may be headed somewhere, maybe to work, which caused her to be dressed like that. Because, a lot of strip clubs, a lot of bars now these days, lounges require you to be dressed less clothes as possible.
Right.
So that's why I say, as a person, no, I will not judge her.
Right.
Because I would want someone to do that to me.
I got you. All right, well, let me ask you this then. You know what? I should give you this earbud so you can hear yourself. Is this your first time being on here? But you sound good though.
Is it clear? I mean, am I good? I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, that's the right one. Put it in your right ear. I don't want to cheat you. All right, so check this out. So, all right, so let me ask you this. How do you feel about men or women? Oh, let me set it up first. Oh, you still working that out? I'm sorry. I told them things tricky, see?
Yeah.
You kind of had to like twist it.
I'll just wait.
Did you hear yourself that for a second? Okay, well, cool. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, all right. So, I don't hear myself now. Okay. All right, here we go. So, let me set it up. So, with social media, right? Mm-hmm. Social media is designed to, you know, post pictures, videos, and it gives... It gives people the opportunity to show certain sides of you, right? Because I feel like, you know, as humans, we're layered. You know, we're not just, you know, it ain't always what you see, what you get, you know, right? So let me ask you this. With social media being the monster that it is, I believe it's the Antichrist, but you know, that's another episode.
That's deep.
Well, I mean, it's good for certain things, but I think it's more so bad than good now. Now I do. At one point in time, it was great. Now people, you know, because it's like everybody got a platform now, not to get off subject. And now people are using and abusing that platform. Okay. You know, to spread hate, to spread negativity. So that's why I feel like it's kind of gotten away from what it was originally designed for. And now that's why I feel like it's kind of just, it's negative. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's anti-positive or whatever you want to put it.
Some of it is negative. I won't say all of it.
No, not all of it, but I'm just saying I just think it's gotten out of hand. I put it like that. But that's a whole nother episode. But let me ask you this though, based off what people post on social media. So if I'm gonna use myself for example, if I post nothing but pictures with my shirt off, or I'm always posting myself in underwear showing my showing that yeah, showing that cucumber. Right, so that's all you ever see of me, right? You know, I got my tattoos, I'm oiled up, I got my chains on. Every time you see me, now you like it, you feeling it. You like, okay, he a good looking young man. Not me, I'm just saying if I was good looking. But if you know, so you see me do it, but that's all I post. Now you see me in public.
Okay.
So what would be your impression of me when you actually see me though?
I had this conversation with a friend of mine before, and a lot of times I've learned from trying to create a business online, I've learned you have to have so many posts, okay? So many followers, so many views in order to even be able to
receive revenue.
Right, exactly. So I used to feel the way that how you feel. I don't anymore. Once I did my research, like I say, I was trying to do a business.
I'm finna Matlock you too, but go ahead.
What?
You know who Matlock is? You know who Matlock is?
I remember that show.
You know Perry Mason?
Show,
you
right?
know Perry Mason, right? The
yes.
lawyer. Okay, I'm about to do a lawyer move, but go ahead though.
No, seriously
I just want to get you to brace yourself.
I
just want you to brace yourself.
What?
No, go ahead.
He may be a model.
No, that's fine.
And he's promoting himself.
Right.
So I'm not the one to judge him.
Right. I agree.
Because he could be getting paid for that. So if he's getting paid thousands of dollars a week, millions a year, just to brand himself with taking his shirt off, then more power to you. Because you sitting at home, you chilling and doing something you love, versus me, I'm going to a 9 to 5 every day, and nowhere near getting the revenue that you doing, that you seeing in the comfort of your own home, and you making money.
Okay. No.
So I just think that sometimes we got to give people a little grace, you know, as far as they posting, because it may be for a purpose, a social media purpose.
I'm glad you said that. So do you agree with? Let me ask you this. So do you agree with somebody posting videos of verbally abusing women?
That's what I said in the beginning. Some is positive and some is negative.
No, but I get that. But do you agree with people verbally abusing women? They make posts where they just hating on women. It's funny, it's entertaining. They get 1 million likes, but they just bash women all the time, and people tune in for it. How would you feel about that?
I mean, I don't like it. I don't.
But they doing it to get paid, though.
Right, they doing it to get paid. And especially once they discover, okay, well, this way get me paid, then they're going to keep on, you know, bringing it to you. But No, I don't agree with that.
Right. Okay.
But again,
now let me ask you this. So now you see this person, or so, not you, because I know you're not that type of person. But let's say people see this dude, women especially, and they've heard just, he kind of like God rest his soul. He kind of like a what's my boy, Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
So women used to want to bust his head when they saw him in the street. Now I feel like he was doing it for entertainment purposes.
Right.
But he was sometimes putting a lot of negative energy out there and disrespectful things towards women, and they felt some type of way. So now they see this dude in the street, and he catching hell. He at Publix, he at the club, anywhere, park, and they like, you a sucker, this, that. And I saw that post, man, and he constantly catch hell everywhere you go.
Okay.
Is that fair? Because they don't know him personally.
Right. No, it's not fair. I mean, because
now here come the Matlock part. Though, but go ahead. Here come that Perry Mason. No, I'm setting you up for the. I'm setting you for the karate chop. I should have been a lawyer, but go ahead.
I see. As I was saying, when he's out in public, of course he should not be harassed and people threatening him. I mean,
he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
Right.
But you understand though why he's being harassed, right?
Right, because of the things that he's posting and what he's portraying, the image of women. Yeah.
Your Honor, I would like to make a statement. So is it fair to say when women who post those videos twerking, always in thongs, always talking about how wet their cat is, putting the little coochie emojis, talking about I'm ready to bust somebody down, I need somebody I'm the deep throat queen.
Okay, but we never talked about that part.
No. Because they're wearing sexy outfits and they're presenting themselves a certain way. Okay, let's just say they don't even say anything verbally. But all the outfits that they present on their page, they in thongs, they in lingerie, fishnets, sexual outfits that you would normally see on porn, or some type of erotic television. Now they go out in public.
Trying to set me up. Yes.
They go out in public. No, I did. It ain't no. I tried. I guess. So now they go out in public, and now these men who follow them going ham on them. Bust it open for us like you did on that video I saw you post. Yo, let me see how long your tongue really is. Yo, is it really that wet as you say it is? So now she just getting harassed.
Oh, God.
Do you think that's
I mean, fair? It's not. I understand why, if this is the case that this is happening, I understand why. Does it make it right? No.
Right.
Because like I say, anybody should be at free will to be out in public without being harassed, being talked about, to be able to pursue their day, without, all of this aftermath. So, but I get it. I understand why.
Okay, so now with that being said, and like I said, let me make this statement again for anybody to come at me. I don't have any issues with women wearing what they want to wear. I'm going to say that again. You have the right to wear whatever you want to wear, whether I think you look good in it or not. Now, I also am a realist. If anybody know me, they know I'm a realist. And I stand on business. And the reality of it is, how you present yourself is how people will sometimes treat you, because it's just like if you meet somebody in the mall and you find them attractive, that's all you got to go by is what they look like.
All right.
Right? So I just feel like sometimes when women get frustrated and they get upset about men saying those comments to them, maybe, approaching them inappropriately or groping them, which I don't agree with, and I'll never say that it's right. I kind of be looking like, well, okay, now if you see this is happening, it seems like you might want to just say, you know what, maybe I need to switch it up, because though I do have the right to dress a certain way, it's bringing a lot of unwanted attention. Now, I'm asking you, what would you tell a young lady at the crossroads in that moment? She's a beautiful woman. She has an amazing body. She's comfortable in her own skin. So she does like wearing outfits that show her body. All right? But, at least 99% of the time she goes out, is some dude saying something crazy to her, some kind of remark that's inappropriate. What would you tell her if she is constantly experiencing this?
Well, let me say this first.
Matlock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was out of town, and this was years ago. I was out of town. I was up north. I was in Indiana.
You getting too many details.
No. Okay.
Somebody may be listening. They might be like,
it's okay.
Oh, you cool
it's
with
okay.
it? Okay, I just trying to protect you.
However, I just had on jeans, okay?
Right.
And this guy groped me. And
she talking about me, y'all. That wasn't me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, did that make it right? Because like you just said, women, and I was dressed appropriate. No skin was showing. I should better wear my jeans without being disrespectful for somebody to grab me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so
I'm team woman. I mean, I'm all for the women all day. I'm with you.
No skin was showing at all. Maybe my arms. That was it. But I just had on jeans.
Yeah.
So did that make it right? I mean, should I go change my whole dress attire from not wearing jeans? Because if I'm shapely, it's going to show my shape regardless. But do I have to fully cover myself because this person was immature?
Right.
So maybe it's speaking of this young lady who you talking about, if she being harassed all the time from her dress attire, maybe she going to places where they don't have a mature mindset. So it all depends on where she's hanging out, exactly where she's wearing, you know, because I shouldn't have to change my whole self or get outside of the comfort of my own self as far as covering up completely because I'm afraid of being harassed when I go out or somebody touch me or grope me. Maybe I need to do a reality check with myself or the type of environment where I'm hanging at, because I feel like if I'm around mature adults, people, men or women, regardless of what I have on, they still gonna respect me as a person.
Right. I get what you're saying.
I mean, do that make sense?
No, it makes all the sense. I mean, but you know, unfortunately, the world we live in, everybody don't operate by morals or codes. So some people just do what they feel. I mean, so I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, you know, if a young lady was at a crossroads and she was talking to you about it and she was like, yo, like even when I go somewhere to like the grocery store, Walmart or whatever, it's been times, you know, I've been to the gym and it's like, yo, these dudes just like be at me and it's like, it's cool, but it's like they be aggressive and they saying stuff. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I just need to stop wearing certain things, or maybe I need to.
Okay, well.
Like, so what would you you would just tell her, just be mindful of where you are.
No, I would just suggest, what she need to what she need to figure out. Let's just say she did change up her dress attire, okay? And just say she had on a sundress. Everybody knows sundresses are relaxing. It's not too revealing. But if she a shapely woman, I don't care what you have on.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's what I said.
It's still going to show your shape.
Right.
So she need to try that, and if the same thing happens, then it's not what she's actually wearing, it's her physique that the men are just going crazy about.
Right.
And where are you going to the point where everybody is just pretty much disrespecting you, you know, in this light?
Right.
So that would be my question, because I have had issues where like I can be in uniform.
Right.
And because I have a shape, it's still going to show my shape. I don't care what size up or what size down. It's still going to show your shape. It's going to still show your silhouette. And you fully clothed.
No, that's a good point, because, like you said,
it could be just the way her body is shaped.
No, that's a good point, because like I said, that's why I wanted to talk about it, because, you know, what would somebody do, like you said, who just can't hide their body?
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't agree with it. I feel like a woman, it would be crazy, but I feel like a woman could walk outside with her panties and bra on if she really feel it. That's the I'm being real. Now, I would look at you like if somebody snatched you up, or not saying like I don't like the victim blame, but I'll be looking at you like, come on now, like,
right. I get it.
It's almost like you had a sign saying like, yo, try me.
Yeah.
But technically it's still wrong regardless.
Right.
So now I'm glad you said it, because like I said, there are some women who just blessed and they can't hide their body, and it don't matter what they put on.
It don't matter what they put on. I have girlfriends that's very shapely, and even when they just put on the jogging suit, they still look fine. They still sexy just in a regular jogging suit. Right. So it's like,
I just think that when you do wear revealing clothes, and it's not an excuse, like I said, I don't agree with it. I do think it kind of amplifies the attention, especially if you do have a shape. Like, okay. You know, I mean, because like I said, if you wearing a jogging suit, and you, I mean, of course, like I said, if you just got a shape, you got a shape. So yeah, I can see you like, oh damn, okay, she look good.
Right.
But now versus if she came in and she had a thong on with some, you know what I'm saying, fishnets. And it's like that thing jiggling. It's like my reaction is going to be totally different.
And like I say, the timing and the place for everything.
I get that, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes, and they have this right. Like I said, I'm not picking on anybody or judging or holding it against anybody. I just feel like now women, especially younger women, don't have that sense of discernment. Mm-hmm. They don't have the awareness of this. I shouldn't be wearing this probably right now. To me, they just like, yo, I want to wear this because I know I look good. And I don't care. Yeah, I mean, they'll show up at a Thanksgiving dinner.
But can we blame them? Let's be serious.
I don't want to say blame them, but I mean, you can.
Well, that's what it goes back to when you say young women. I mean, what age range we talking about? Because
I mean, I see older women doing it too, but I'm saying, you know.
Well, no. See, I was getting ready to make a point.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, if you want to talk about the generation today, I mean,
let's say 30, between the ages of, let's say 15 and 30.
Okay, I'm going to say the age from 15 to 20, okay? You got it. What?
That's small. That's 15 to 20?
You not letting me make my point.
Go ahead. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
The point I was trying to make, Cole, is...
she said my name. She mad.
No, I'm not mad. The point I'm trying to make is, for our kids, they grow up now in this social media stuff. And they see a lot of these things on social media. So, and the videos. So they think that this is what for them, this is what time it is. Right. So they're not looking at it in our era from how we grew up.
Right.
Versus them. So it take us as parents to be like, okay, I know you see this every day, but this is inappropriate. I need you to go put this on and put that on. You're not going to wear that to the game. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, as a parent, yeah.
Right. But when you get into the age range when you talking about 21 and 30, then, okay, now you an adult now. Right. Now you have to make a wise decision as far as your dress code. Where you going? How should I dress? And then according to the reaction that you get, if you should dress that way again. Right. According to, like you said, if you feel like you being disrespected, it's being too much. Right. Then that's when you have to make a sound decision and to determine, okay, this outfit caused me a lot of problem last time, so I won't wear this particular outfit at this. Yeah,
you be mindful of how you dressing and where you going and where you wearing the outfit.
But the younger generation, because of the music and what they see on TV, of course they just think that this is, I want to say this is what time it is, but they grew up in that era, and it takes us to be able to
my generation
redirect them, you know.
I feel like our generation grew up in that era too. To me, we're the... I like that
originals, right? With the Luke and the
the Two Live Crew era.
Yes, exactly. But again, my parents, they didn't play that, so. But like I say, it's just way more exposed though. We didn't have social media when we was growing up, so that's the difference versus the kids now. They have that as babies. We putting tablets in their hands at 1 year old, so like I just said, as parents, we just have to be mindful. You asked me, if I ran across a young lady having this problem, yada yada yada, and I asked you what the age range. I said it all depends.
No, she grown. She just, just kind of been catching.
Right, but I answered your question there.
Oh, yeah, you did great. Well, let me ask you this because we run out of time, but let me ask you this last question. How do you feel, or what would you advise a woman? Or you can give your opinion because you're a woman. How do you feel about people who are uncomfortable with their mate dressing a certain way? So, let's just, to simplify, let's just say, Well, you got a daughter. You
well,
got,
number
you got a daughter. Let's say your oldest daughter likes to dress sexy, revealing. Not saying she doesn't really, but we're just using her for an example. And so now she come to you like, yo, mom, man, so and so been complaining about my outfits. He feeling real uncomfortable when we go out. He say I'm showing too much. He noticing dudes staring and looking crazy at me, and he don't like that attention. He feel like I'm doing too much. So what would you tell her?
Well, number one, I could just speak from my own experience. I was in that situation, and of course, you know, when you marry, of course, you compromise. In a relationship, in a marriage, you do have to compromise. The thing is, a lot of times, women, we can get away from being who we really are because we trying to satisfy our mates.
Right.
And when I was in that position, because I was trying to, well, I ain't gonna say try. I compromised, and I did tone it down for my mate. But when I look back, I wasn't even doing. I wasn't even.
I mean,
in my opinion,
right.
Yeah, that I wasn't even dressed as sexy as I would probably dress now. But he felt
like you was doing
but
too much.
He did.
Right.
But hold on, I'm not done. Now the thing is, compromise is important because at the end of the day, you have to live with that person, okay? Right. And you all became one, yada yada yada. You know the whole spiel on that. I did compromise, but then at the same time too, I feel like I got away from myself or who I am too, in a sense.
Right.
So I felt like it should have been some balance, and it wasn't no balance. I became of a person of more who he wanted me to be versus me being still Central.
Right.
And the thing was, when we first got together and we was dating, you was fine, you know, with the dudes. No cheeks out, but I mean, I was young, you know, my early 20s. So that.
I thought you 28 though.
Oh, I'm 28. I'm gonna be 28 forever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't throw nobody out now.
But I mean, that could have been a couple of years ago. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
However, but now what I disagreed later to find out. It was not more so that he didn't want to see me dress sexy. It was more of insecurities. And that's what I got a problem with. It's one thing if your mate feels that, well, hey, I think you look better just, you know, with your relaxed clothes on versus when you dress up, da-da-da. Today I want to see you, you know, we going out, but I just want you to just relax. Okay, I compromise. But if you want me to just do this because you don't want other people to look at me, I just think that's not fair. That's not right. That's not fair because you do see the beauty in me still when I think I'm enhancing my beauty, looking good for you or for myself. Right. But you so worried about what society thinks or them looking at me because you got insecurities. Right. Now I have a problem with that. But if you just naturally feel that, hey, I like the natural better, I'm all with it. But for the insecurity reasons, no, I just disagree.
So a young lady who has this issue, if the guy says it's not because I'm insecure, I just prefer you to dress like this, or I think you look better like this, you would tell her to submit to him.
Yeah, she would have to compromise. I think they both should compromise. I really do. Now, if it's a situation where she wearing certain things and it causing him to fight, then yeah, you probably need to change that up. You probably need to change it up just to keep down the peace and just so that, you know, your significant other won't get into trouble. But yeah, I do think that she or he should compromise.
I mean, my advice to men is, we all have insecurities, some greater than others. I've never really been insecure about who I dated and what they got on. Because I'm like, yo, if that's what attracted me to you, then I wouldn't want to change that about you. But my advice to men is this. If you're uncomfortable with what she's wearing, just go and move on, player. Because I feel like when you try to tell her to change her personality, it could backfire. Not saying that all women are like that, but I just feel like if that's how you met her, You know what I'm saying? You kind of just have to accept it for what it is. And if you're just uncomfortable with it, just move on.
And not to say
and
that.
I know that sound kind of harsh because they be like, well, damn, she great in other areas. But, I mean, of course, I would advise you have a conversation with her. But if she's like, I'm not budging and this is who I am, then if it's something that you just can't get past.
Well, key word, if she or he says, I'm not budging, that's one thing. But there's nothing wrong with change too as well. So don't get it twisted.
But no, that's why I'm referring to the ones who dealing with a woman who you talk to them and
that says like, no, this is what I like.
Yeah, like yeah. So I'm just saying you just need to move on because if you try to control them, it's going to backfire on you. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, try to just, you don't know until you know, but try to date somebody who fits your mold, if that makes sense, or fit what you're comfortable doing.
I agree.
So that's all I can tell you. Just try to stay in your lane. That's the best way to do it. Stay in your lane. If she dressed like a stripper when you first met her, she's probably gonna keep dressing like a stripper. If you want to dress like a stripper and she dressed like a church girl, she probably gonna keep dressing like a church girl.
What if she just wear all different hats? Like,
no, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about somebody that's balanced. We talking
about, because I'm like, hold on.
No, I'm advising people who are dealing with this who like that person is not budging.
Okay.
They're comfortable with who they are and they're telling you need to accept me for who I am. So I'm like, either you're gonna have to accept them, or you should just need to move on, because if you try to control them, because just like I tell people, you wouldn't want to be controlled.
Right.
So, if you play video games, for example, fellas, and you like to play video games roughly an hour a day, and she looking like, yo, that's way too much. You're going to be looking like, what? You know what I'm saying? And she like, I think you need to stop playing video games. See what I'm saying? So you had to look at it like that. I hope I simplified it.
Yeah, you did.
All right, we got to run. So that was episode 75. What you see is what you get of the Real Spill podcast. We are on every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central in the 4A. You know what I'm saying? But we worldwide. We're on Facebook. We go live on Facebook every Sunday at 5 p.m. Your daughter's like literally calling me.
Huh?
Okay. Hello. What's happening? Andy? You are live on the podcast.
Good.
Yeah, that's why your mom won't answer on the phone. That's why your mom.
Hey, Ian. You spoke up because you said it.
She said she need to talk to you really fast.
Okay, well, we about to.
Can we wrap it? You want to do it right now, or is it like bad? It's urgent. Cause like we like. Oh, she said it's urgent for you, for her. Oh, dang! I still got some more questions. Okay. Hold on.
No, we. Okay.
How you want to talk to her? Hold on.
We sorry.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay, but this Real Spill, this how we do it. Okay, hold on. There you go.
Really, you want me to answer this right now? We live.
I know, that's tough. You gotta tell her you gonna call back in like 5 minutes.
Hey, everything okay?
Hey, Mom didn't know who to call, but you really fast. Don't just listen, no judging.
Wait a minute. I think the microphone picking up what you're saying, but I'm live right now, and
like literally.
Is it a dying emergency?
To me, it is. Like, just call me back.
Okay, I'll call you right back. I promise.
Wow.
All right, later.
All right.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. All right. Like I said, this Real Spill podcast is what we do. All right, let me hurry and wrap it up so that baby can talk. All right, so yeah, check us out on Facebook, 5 p.m. Check us out on YouTube at the Real Spill podcast number 3. And check us out on Roku TV on the Pulse Network. It's an all-black owned network. It has amazing shows on there, fitness shows, reality shows, podcasts. Our show is the best. But, everybody else is good, too. Everybody else is good. And then, once again, like I said, shout out to Ayo. Check out the Real Spill After Dark podcast that normally comes on at 7 p.m. But y'all know Ayo locked up right now.
Oh,
Free
my God.
Ayo. I got some T-shirts coming, too. Free Ayo. And,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so free Ayo. And, y'all check her out at 7 p.m. She'll be back soon. Like I said, we got a lawyer and everything, court hearing coming up next month.
Silly.
And shout out to my boy, the ologist, man. Holding it down, man. I know wherever you at, man, you watching. Appreciate you, man. All right, so here we go. We're going to get into the in the cup round.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the lightning round that we have at the end of each show. I ask 5 questions. Nothing too deep.
5.
Yeah,
Look,
5 quick
I'm only one person. Usually you have about 2 other people.
No, when me and the ologist here, we do the same thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Just 5 questions. All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, favorite Lorenz Tate movie. You know who Lorenz Tate is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so favorite Lorenz Tate movie.
See, you know you gonna give me. What's the one? I'm so sorry, you guys. He caught me off guard. The one that he got married.
He got married?
He was the groomsman.
Okay, I think you think about Tay Diggs. Talking about the best man?
Yes.
Okay, wow. I will be taking her black card after the show, y'all. I apologize. I will be taking her black card. This Negro, oh my God.
Wait a minute, I got it wrong.
Lorenz Tate.
Wait. Oh,
Love Jones,
Tate.
Old Dog from
Love Jones. Oh, with the braids, with the wow.
Inkwell, Dead Presidents.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. I did. I messed up on that one.
You got a movie? Or?
You just said all of them.
You gonna give me one?
Love Jones.
All right. It's a toss-up with me. It's a 1A and 1B. Definitely Menace to Society, because that was probably the first movie I truly realized how good of an actor he was. And that was, to me, like his breakout role as Old Dog. And then I got to say Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents. Did you see Dead Presidents?
Yes, of course.
Like,
who didn't see that movie?
He deserved the Oscar. But yeah, Dead Presidents and Menace to Society. Mm-hmm. Those will be my Lorenz Tate movies. All right, number 2. Would you rather have $10 million now or $10 million spread out for the next 20 years, which means you would get $500,000 a year for the next 20 years?
I think I need my $10 million right now.
You take the $10 million up front?
I take it right up front.
Okay, I understand
so
that.
I can bless some other people.
I mean, $500,000, you ain't bad, but yeah, I think I'll take the $10 million up front.
Yeah.
All right, here number 3. Would you rather have a spa day or a night on the town?
A spa day. I can do a night on the town anytime.
This is like an amazing night on the town, though. Like this is
like
I'm talking about drinks fire, food fire.
See, you didn't specify.
Well, that's what I meant. Night on the town. When I say night on the town,
night on the town. Yes, most definitely.
Over a spa day.
Yeah.
So you rather be ratchet than relax?
Well, wait.
I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding, and I'm just joking. Yeah, she ratchet. All right, here we go. Number 4. Oh no, let me ask. I think I'm a homebody, so I'll probably take a spa day. Unless the night on the town.
No, when you say night on the town, my mind just going like,
I mean, whatever it is, like whatever you think, like the perfect night would be.
Exactly.
Like going out to a restaurant,
take the night on the town.
Going to a great lounge, having drinks, like whatever your night on the town is. Like, I mean, like I said, I do enjoy
taking
night on the town too.
Taking that private jet, drop me off on the rooftop.
No,
okay,
that was that's
my night of town, like.
No, we mean like realistically, like what you could do for yourself or somebody could do for you realistically.
You said I can have anything that I want.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember saying that.
We gonna rewind this back.
All right, thank you. This mother said she wanted to be dropped off in the helicopter. She want to parachute into the club. All right.
Did I say the club?
Well, you said
I didn't even get a chance to vent. I said on the rooftop
of the club
of the hotel.
Oh, the hotel.
Yes.
They in the hotel involved in the night on the town?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Why I'm gonna go back to the crib?
All right then.
When I got a whole, what? I ain't gonna even tell you mine. Go ahead with the next question.
All right, number 4, hair color for the rest of your life. What if you had to pick one hair color you had to wear for the rest of your life? What color would it be?
Highlights.
I don't know what that means. What color is
Meaning blonde. Different highlighted different colors of blondes.
You gotta get one color. What color is it gonna be? Is it gonna be strawberry blonde, golden blonde?
See how you do, y'all.
No, that's the question. You got to pick one color and you got to wear it for the rest of your life. What color would it be?
Okay, but highlights consist is one color.
I disagree, but okay.
Blonde.
All right, I'll let you have it. I mean, like, would you wear black, red?
I get what you're saying.
Okay, so highlight.
Yeah.
I think she's cheating, but I would go with orange for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I would go orange. Yeah, because I'm so juicy.
Why would you go with orange?
So you heard what I said? I'm so juicy.
I hear you.
All right, here we go. All right, last question. Better artist Or no, better yet, better career. Let's say who had a better career. No, we can't say better career. Yeah, because that's gonna be one side. Let's say who better artist. Keith Sweat or Usher.
Keith Sweat of all time, most definitely.
Okay, but who you think had a better career?
Of course, Usher. Yeah, okay. He's still going.
So, but better artist, pound for pound, is Keith Sweat.
Yes.
I wrestle with this one.
Do you agree or disagree?
I am a huge Keith Sweat fan. Anybody know me, Keith Sweat is like in my top 5. Like he in my top 5. Like he, really he my number 2 because it's R. Kelly, Keith Sweat. Dang, I forgot my top 5. We ain't got time for all this. But yeah, definitely R. Kelly and Keith Sweat are my top 2 for sure. Okay. Usher probably be in my top 5. He'd be number 5. Bobby Brown, and I had to say Bobby probably number 3. And number 4. Man, that's tough. I got to come back on that one. I had to probably say a female artist. I'm going to have to go.
I already know what you got to say.
I want to say, I hate to say it, man. Mariah Carey, man. I love Mariah Carey, man. That baby was the truth. She got hits after hits. Yeah. So, yeah, them like my top 5 right there. But anyway, okay. That's it, though. That's it. So, yeah, you did well. That was the In the Cup round. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, once again, this was episode 75. What you see is what you get. Check us out every Sunday. I wish I could have her here every Sunday with me, but I can't afford her, y'all. I can't afford her. So yeah, and I had to. I got to go strip. That's why I got to leave now because I got to go dance. I got a strip part I got to do, and so to pay her the other half of the money, I was only able to pay her the deposit. So she going with me to the strip party to make sure she get her money. So, but anyway, though, man, y'all tune in next. Well, we ain't gonna be here next Sunday. Not gonna be here next Sunday, so come back to Sunday, the first Sunday in April. We'll be back. Hopefully, Ology should be back. He over in Acapulco, right now, doing his thing. And then, like I said, Ayo, hopefully, God, hopefully she'll be out of jail by then. But if not, we're gonna do what we got to do to get out. And y'all tune us in. Y'all check us out, man. Real Spill. And once again, this has been
real on the Real Spill podcast.
All right, we out. This is the unprofessional part of the show. All right.